Hello everyone, welcome back to a brand new video. Today we're going to talk about my physical media pickups, so we're going to talk about some Blu-rays and some CDs. These are mostly from the last half month because I didn't have a channel in the first half of this month, so I didn't really track whatever I added to my collection. First we're going to start with two thrift store pickups that I got. Casino and Amadeus, I think it's pronounced. So both of these movies I have not seen yet. I had Casino in my collection, but I wasn't really into Martin Scorsese films at the time, so I sold it, I think. And now I got it again at the thrift store for €2.50. And then we have Amadeus. I had never heard of this movie, but it was highly rated, so I thought I would pick it up for $2.50. It's also the director's cut, so that's a nice addition. So all I know is that this is about Mozart, and it's a pretty long movie. That's all the information I have on it. Then we have three movies that I got for free. I got them for free because my girlfriend's mom bought them for me. So thank you very much for the movies. First we have Brokeback Mountain. It's a pretty highly regarded movie as far as I know, and I want to watch more Heath Ledger films. I've really only seen The Dark Knight and 10 Things I Hate About You, so I know this is also a really good performance of his, and I want to see that. Then we've got Boys in the Hood. I haven't watched this movie at all, but I looked it up quickly when she sent the pictures of all the Blu-rays they had, and I thought, yeah, this is a pretty high rating, let's pick it up. Then we got Children of Men. I have seen this one. It's a fantastic film, and that's why I specifically wanted it on Blu-ray. I have been looking for it for a while, and I highly recommend this movie. I gave it instantly 5 stars when I was done watching it, and now I can finally rewatch it on a Blu-ray. Then we've got some movies from a Vinted lot. So these 4 movies. We first got Taxi Driver with Robert De Niro, of course. Another Martin Scorsese films. This is one of the reasons why I got more into Martin Scorsese films and I picked up Casino. I really like Taxi Driver, so I'm quite excited to watch this again. Then we've also got Fargo. I'm also a big fan of Joel and Ethan Coen, and I think this is probably my favorite movie of theirs. But yeah, other movies too. I don't know if they did those together, but like Oh Brother, Where Art Thou is also just a phenomenal film. I have the soundtrack of that as well. I really like it. And then we have a Stanley Kubrick film, Barry Lyndon. I've heard about this movie, but I have not seen it yet. But usually I buy my movies based on if I really like them, like Fargo, or if they're by a director that I really like, or with actors that I really like, and then I usually look up the rating. And this one, at a good rating, has Stanley Kubrick, so I'm all in for it. And then last but not least, we have Zodiac, the director's cut. So this is by David Fincher. He directed Seven as well. I thought Seven was pretty good. And I am pretty interested in seeing the Zodiac killer's story. A while ago I had this phase of watching a bunch of documentaries about, serial killers. It was really interesting, so I was like, okay, I want to know more about the Zodiac killer, and I put that movie on my watch list, and now I found the Blu-ray for it. Then last but not least, for the Blu-rays, we've got a Mady Mops lot, so we got three Blu-rays, but we got 7 movies. So first is the Final Destination collection. So this one was actually sealed, but I opened it just to check the discs. I'm a big fan of the Final Destination films. I think they're some of the coolest horror films because of all the kills that are in there. And actually has the uncut version of Final Destination, which I don't know if I've seen. My favorite Final Destination, probably Final Destination 3. I mean, ever since I was young, I like that one the most because it had a roller coaster, and coincidentally, it's also one of the better ones. And here we have the final 2. I'm very happy to have this collection. When I first started buying Blu-rays, I had a few in my collection, like 2 I found at thrift stores. I think actually my first ever Blu-ray movie was Final Destination 5. So yeah, that was years ago, but in between that I sold my collection or part of it, and now I'm back collecting again. So Final Destination is finally back in the collection again. Then we have Dungeons & Dragons, another German release. I remember this when I watched it for the first time, it being really fun. I really like the fantasy elements of it and just the creativity of it all, It's Dungeons & Dragons, so it's just fun to see it. And then a movie that I've been wanting in my collection for a long time. Fantastic Mr. Fox. This movie is quite expensive sometimes, and now I finally got it for a good price from Mady Mops, so I am very happy. It's one of the few Wes Andersons that I still needed. I think I need 3 more. Darjeeling Limited, French Dispatch, and the newest one, Phoenician Scheme. But those are also my least favorite ones, so I won't be rushing to get those, but I will still get them in the future. Alright, now we're gonna go over to the CDs. I got quite a few CDs as well this time. So first we got some CDs from Vinted again, and they are 3 Arctic Monkey CDs. So we've got the album Suck It and See, then we've got Whatever People Say I Am, That's What I'm Not, and Humbug. Now I heard Arctic Monkeys before, but mostly from Whatever People Say I Am, That's What I'm Not. But this was a pretty cheap lot, so I decided, you know, I want to listen to the rest as well, so I'm gonna pick up those CDs. Next up, we got a bunch of thrift store stuff. First one is Fever to Tell by Yeah Yeah Yeahs. Pretty cool name. I had never heard of this. This was just a blind pickup, completely blind. I've only listened to like the first 4 songs, and I must say it's not really my thing, but I'll listen to the rest as well, and then I'll decide if I want to keep it or not. Then we've got some Quentin Tarantino scores. We've got Reservoir Dogs. I really like collecting movie soundtracks because I'm a big movie fan, but I will say I haven't seen Reservoir Dogs yet. Whoops. Then we've got another Quentin Tarantino. I swapped this case except for this like middle insert. I have seen Kill Bill, and then Jackie Brown, another one that I haven't seen. I haven't seen Jackie Brown, but so far the soundtrack is pretty good. And we've got Gnarls Barkley, Saint Elsewhere. So this, the only song that I know of this is Crazy. I was like, okay, I like Crazy, so why not listen to the rest as well? And so far I think it's a pretty good album. So with that being said, that's the pickup haul for this month. I'm probably going to do this on a monthly basis, so let me know what you picked up as well this month. And I'll hopefully see you in the next video. See ya!